Hey guys, what's up? My name's Vic Taylor and welcome to another Modern Warfare 3 video. Today I'm going to be bringing you some of Jay's gameplay, or Filth as he's preferably known, and it is some 52 and 15 striker gameplay on Domination Dome. I do hope you enjoy it. Both the link to his channel will be in the description, as well as all of the information you could possibly want or need if you want to also submit your gameplay to this channel. So I decided to use this gameplay because I looked through everything that I had and this was the only striker one that I have, surprisingly, because the striker is obviously a very popular gun. Everyone thinks that it's OP or whatever, but I recently went on Modern Warfare 3 for the first time in about 2 weeks the other night and had quite a bit of fun on it because I was running around with really stupid shit like the striker, a javelin, just a riot shield. I had a little dance with an assault drone with a riot shield, which was quite amusing, and it was just like a weight off my mind, because throughout Black Ops' lifespan I always had to worry about getting gameplay and using stuff that you would want to see, because if I got an awesome 80 plus gameplay but it was with the FAMAS, obviously I wasn't going to show it to you guys because everyone's seen that before and it was no fun. But because I'm not getting the majority of my Modern Warfare 3 gameplay for myself, it's much easier to actually have fun on the game. So I haven't actually unlocked anything good on the striker yet, no damage, range, extended mags, etc. But I hope I can unlock extended mags before they patch that whole glitch thing. But overall, the striker was a really fun gun to use, and that's why I'm using this gameplay. But what I'm going to be talking about today, I was kind of struggling for a topic, but I asked a little while ago, do you want me to talk about anything specific? And someone actually put in the comments, favourite experiences, embarrassing experiences, just, experiences in general, and I decided why the fuck not. So I thought that I would tell you guys the time that I fell off a cliff. Because, I'm sure that not many people have fallen off a cliff in their lifetimes, so why the fuck not? But it was down in Cornwall. A lot of funny shit happens on my holidays in Cornwall. We're adventurous. That's the 1 or 2 weeks of the year where we're adventurous and do shit, and I have a lot of stories from that time period. But I used to climb the cliffs in Cornwall, in Tintagel to be exact. There were lovely cliffs, some sheer rock faces, some with grass on, and I don't know, there were pretty much a couple of miles of cliffs that I could climb from the beach, and of course there were signs saying don't, but who the fuck pays attention to them? I have never had a cliff give way and be crumbly beneath a handhold or a foothold, to be perfectly honest. I think they just have to put those signs up for safety's sake. And I have been cliff climbing for, I don't know, about 10 years. I started when I was about 10, and I was actually, that was 8 years, I'm not 20, but I started when I was about 10, and, I've built up a lot of experience over that time, and I've never been taught how to do it, and I've never had ropes on me. This is all free climbing. I can climb sheer vertical cliff faces without any ropes or any help, simply because I've been doing it for a long time, and that experience, it tells me when a rock isn't safe or not. I am not going to grab hold of a rock that doesn't look 100% safe and, doesn't look like it can support my weight, because I'm not a moron. But these cliffs, they weren't going to suddenly crash down around my ears, so I was always fine with them. It was always cool. I actually think that the cliffs that this happened on was in Boscastle, which was a couple of miles down the road, but it was basically the coastline in the south of England. That whole little kind of shoe-shaped bit that sticks off the end of England, that bit. And, I'm sorry, that was a really bad description, but I was climbing up there one day. I believe the tide was low, because to get onto the cliffs on Boscastle, the tide had to be low because the walkway otherwise was submerged. So the tide was low and everything was out, and it was all good and funny, and I believed I climbed up right to the top, which took me about an hour and a half, and it was all nice and grassy up there, and then I just glanced down at my foot, because I was, you want to know where you're walking when you're on a cliff that, could have a dip in it at any moment, and what I actually saw was a very large and very, I don't know, big, I was panicking at the time, so my mind hasn't exactly put intelligent and long words in there for me to use, but this huge fucking snake sliding over my left trainer. And I was about 12, 13 at the time, and I didn't know if it was poisonous. I mean, we looked at pictures of the description of the snake that I did afterwards, and we were pretty sure that it was just a common grass snake, maybe an adder. We get them around here as well. I think they appear all throughout England. They're not poisonous at all. They can obviously still bite you because they haven't been defanged, and I think it's horrible that zoos defang and declaw animals. It's just cruel. And I mean, how would you like to have all your teeth and nails ripped out? You wouldn't like it at all. But that's a discussion for another day. But they obviously deliver a nasty bite as well. So me, in all my 12-year-old wisdom, just kind of screamed extremely loudly and threw my foot up in the air like I was trying to kick an American football away or something. The snake went flying. I didn't see where it landed, and I shot off down the cliff as fast as my legs could carry me. I mean, I don't know, I probably wouldn't be scared of it now because I've handled a lot of snakes since then. I've handled like proper pythons around my neck. You know, I've handled a great deal of snakes because I always think that snakes are quite cool, and whenever we go to like parks and everything, my mum doesn't like zoos because she doesn't approve of the animals being kept in cages, but whenever we go to like animal parks and everything where they can be allowed to roam free, we always go to the snake enclosure. My mum and gran kind of cower while I get in there and have fun. But at the time, I was 12, 13, I didn't know, you know, that the snake wasn't poisonous, that it wouldn't kill me, so I was quite scared. So I shot down the cliff, and of course, seeing as that it was a vertical cliff, you can't really run down it, unless, I don't know, you're like a spider, or some kind of gravity and weight changing mammal of some description, I don't know. But I shot down this cliff, and I obviously fell off of it. And I don't know what was quite going through my mind, because I could see the edge of the cliff, and I tried to stop, but I must have just slipped on the grass or something, and I went careening down the cliff into the sea. Thankfully, I didn't get knocked out, because if you hit the water like hard, I landed fully on my back, and if you ever landed horizontal on water after a long drop, or even a small drop, the impact of the water really hurts. I mean, if you fall far enough onto water to reach a certain velocity, it can actually be as hard as concrete. You can actually die, and it's not pleasant at all. That is why, you always have a parachute when you're going out over water or something. You can't just drop and be fine. You can't just do that. But I hit it hard, but thankfully I only got a couple of bruises on me there. It didn't hurt very much. It did hurt very much, and I'm getting my words jumbled, I'm sorry. It scarred me. Clutching my chest, it scarred me. But my mum saw me on the cliff, and she saw me just suddenly disappear behind the crest of it. So she shot over there like a bat out of hell, and found me and got me out of the sea and everything. And I honestly thought that my leg had been broken because I could not move it at all. But I'd bruised my hip so badly that I couldn't actually move my leg without pain. And that is why I put across so much how the water was hard, because I didn't bang anything against rocks. It was actually pretty lucky that I didn't land in an area of the water where there were lots of rocks. It was quite deep. I didn't lose consciousness. I could still, come to the surface, kind of say, what the fuck am I doing here in this life that hates me, and swim towards shore. But I'd bruised it so badly that I could hardly walk. So that was how I got to that hospital. I've been very accident prone over my life, and I've been to a great many hospitals around the English area, and England and everything. So I should probably tell you the stories of all of them, but that is the one that I told for today. And I do apologise if this commentary has been a little I don't know what the word is, but I was struggling for a commentary topic all day, and I'm quite tired as well. I've been staying up late recently, and it's not good for me, because whenever I get too tired, even if I get like 12 hours sleep, if I've gone to bed like excuse me, if I've gone to bed like 3 AM and I get up at 3 PM, I'm still tired because my body is like, what the fuck? What are you doing? How dare you do this? But there you go. That's how I fell off a cliff. I probably could have romanticised it a bit, but basically there was a snake, it crawled over my foot, I screamed like a baby, I ran away, and I fell off a cliff. So the way I put it in the long version sounds a great deal more impressive. So I hope you enjoyed this gameplay and commentary. All of the details are down in the description, as I said, and I hope that you all are having a nice new year. Hope that you're all recovering from the big Christmas dinner that you had, or if you don't celebrate Christmas, the big dinner, and it's all good for you. And I probably will do a video about my New Year's resolution, which I haven't actually thought of yet, so suggestions are welcome. I won't stick to it, but there you go.